This isn't easy for me to talk about, but it's time. It's time. I never thought I'd be the girl saying this, but I am. I didn't stop dating girls because I was confused. I stopped dating girls because YouTube. It's been a minute. We back. Life is different. Life has changed. I'm new. I'm a different person. So let's get into it. This isn't easy for me to talk about, but it's time. It's time. I never thought I'd be the girl saying this, but I am. I didn't stop dating girls because I was confused. I stopped dating girls because God met me in my brokenness. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Infinity. I go by Infinity Iko. I am a former foster kid, but I'm she. It's me. I'm her. It's been a journey. It has truly been a journey, and I can wholeheartedly say in this very moment that I am not the young lady that I was once when I was brought to you via television, when I was brought to you via social media. I am 23 now, and life is different, drastically different. Let's talk about how we got here. I was dating girls for a very long time. I started dating girls at the age of at least like maybe 14. I was exposed to that as a kid because of my sister. My sister was older than me. She was like in her 20s, going on her 30s. She was dating women, so that was like my first introduction to seeing two females be together. Sadly, I had experienced something traumatic as a kid that led me to a different curiosity. From there, I just was dating women. I took a huge liking to women. Since I was younger, I dated guys, boys at the time, but it was nothing compared to like dating a female. It just felt different. The emotions are heightened. It's a different level of nurture versus a guy who's way more masculine, and as females are just way more gentle. So me being introduced to females, or the idea of being a lesbian, was introduced to me as a kid, and it was something that I took on. I tried it, I liked it. It felt good. It felt good until it didn't. Until it didn't. Let's not forget that part. Until it didn't. Dating girls at that season of my life, which was ultimately from 14 to 23, for a very long time, dating girls at that season of my life, it felt like a part of my identity that was never gonna go away. It felt like that was just who I am. I pride myself on being a lesbian. If you haven't followed me for a long time, then you know that my content was strictly about me showcasing like my authenticity, like myself, but also showcasing like my love life, my relationship. I even like tried the public thing just a little bit, but I pride myself on being a lesbian and like just loving women across the board. So this whole new season, everything about me in the now is so different. I sometimes don't even recognize this woman that I'm becoming before my eyes, and I'm actually in awe of her because she's just so different, and I never imagined myself being in the space that I am right now. But I'm thankful that God is doing a new thing in me. It's wild that being a lesbian was something that I was so comfortable in. It was something I was so comfortable with, and doing it for so long, or being in that environment for so long, like dating women, it felt like something that I was never gonna come out of because I made it essentially like a lifestyle. So this is really new. I genuinely thought being a lesbian was wholeheartedly like my identity. I thought that I was gonna marry a woman. I thought that my person was a woman, until I got into that word and started to learn about, you know, God's initial design for the earth, for the world, and learning that I'm somebody's missing rib. Like, somebody needs me, somebody's looking for me, like, you know, like I learned that, and I'm like, oh, okay. But like I said, it took me a minute to get here. I went through the worst heartbreak of my life. I believe that that was the best thing that could have happened to me, because God has a funny way of turning pain into purpose, or even using pain to draw you closer to him. And I feel like this level of life that I'm in right now, of pain that I've been experiencing, I've lost friends, I've lost loved ones, I've lost relationships, all the chemistry, all the familiarity, everything that I once knew, like literally all the former things, my identity, comfortability, everything that I once knew is no longer a part of my lifestyle in the now. And it is so crazy to see that God literally pulled me away from everything, and he's truly pruning me because he wants me to himself, so that I could learn him, learn who he wants for me to be in the earth. And I can say that I'm actually discovering like my purpose over time as I continue to do the work and strengthen my relationship with God. I also don't like videos like this, or I used to not like videos like this, seeing seeing this kind of stuff on social media because I felt like people would convert and then condemn others. So let me start by really saying that I'm just sharing my story and what my journey has been, because social media is my digital diary and that's just what I do here. So I'm gonna continue to stay authentic and truthful to myself without condemning others, but just sharing my journey and like what has happened to me, because everybody is so confused on this new shift. Like what happened, like how you just turned it on and you turned it back off, and it's like I didn't turn it off, I didn't turn my gayness off. No, I got in the word, I got in the Bible, I started to yearn and build a relationship with God, and through that I've been able to actually see his initial design, and not only that, but learning more about him, and that like the desires of my heart have truly changed. Like the things that I wanted, I started to not even want anymore, because I've been walking in full surrenderance and accepting his will for my life, because I've tried it my way. I've truly tried it my way. I've tried to make things work my way, and I've seen where it gotten me and has gotten me nowhere. And the amount of peace that I'm experiencing at this season of my life is truly only from God. It's a peace that this word cannot give you nor offer you. Alongside that, I am 4 months sober. So I went on a 30-day fast that was just me just trying to get my mind right, get my head in a better space. And in me doing that, it eventually turned into a lifestyle, and I stuck with it. I went back and I stuck with it, and it's the best feeling ever. Yes, I'm still human, so I do sometimes like miss my old lifestyle and being in the clubs and those things, because it was something I was so engaged in and it was how I made my money. But me realizing that like those things couldn't fulfill me, like those things weren't healing the mommy wound that were still lingering, the neglect, the abandonment issues, the voids, like those things could not fill me up. And I tried every single thing I could possibly think of. The only thing that seemed like it has worked was me kneeling at the feet of Jesus, praying at the altar, crying and begging for God to do a new thing in me. And I feel like I'm seeing him do that over time right now in this moment. I think I could really say that in me strengthening my relationship with God and like learning him, I was subconsciously having my desires and the things that I love, I was becoming delivered from, because I didn't go into like seeking a relationship with God wanting to be delivered from my sexuality, because I didn't see it as a problem. I never seen it as a problem. I didn't think nothing of it. I always had a relationship with God, but I felt like it was one that was transactional. I only called on him like a genie when I wanted things. So it definitely was like a take and give kind of like dynamic, and that's how I handled all my other relationships. So I got to see like how I handle my regular relationships is also how I started to handle my relationships with God. And I felt like the more that I took my journey serious and wanting to chase after God, after I just felt like my way just didn't work in the world, I think that he subconsciously was delivering me from the things that he actually despised. The more that I actually like sit with scriptures and actually like open the Bible for myself, because it took me a while to even get here to like want to even open the Bible, because I felt like I didn't understand it for a long time, or I felt like I needed someone to help me comprehend it. But I feel like I've gotten to a space where I'm able to open the Bible. Like that's a part of my norm now, like making time for God, like tithing, like giving to the church, sowing wherever I go. Like those are like a part of my lifestyle now, whereas once I had this like connotation of like, okay, like I know and I heard about these things, like, you know, you should be reading the Bible, but I'm like, am I doing that one? Like, you know, like we got free will and your flesh wants you to do something else. And then now I feel like, no, like I need those things. Like I need to make sure that I'm in the word. I need to make sure that I'm in church. I need to make sure that I'm going on my way to watch a sermon throughout the week to stay spiritually fed and in high spirits, because I feel like the further I am away from God, I see this version of myself that I ultimately just don't like. This version of me in the now, I am so in awe of her. Like I like you, you're cool, you're fly, you're fun, you got personality, like I like this you, I like this you. But the old me, I couldn't stand. I couldn't get with that people pleasing stuff. Like I just couldn't get with that version of myself. And I just felt like that old version of me was such a chameleon. Like you could put her in any room and she could be any and everything to adjust and code switch, which is not a bad thing. However, though, I felt like I didn't have an identity. I feel like I didn't know me. Whereas now, I think I have a better idea of who God is calling me to be. I'm not gonna say it yet, because I feel like, you know, once you say that thing, once you release it, it's out there and you just can't undo it. So I'm walking in my calling a little bit, I guess, or I'm allowing God, you know, to figure that aspect out. If he calling me to ministry, go ahead, God, go ahead. Let me just say it, go ahead. To y'all, to the viewers, it seemed like something that is like far-fetched, like, oh my God, like, where is this coming from? But for me, it truly has just been God just doing a new thing in me, and me learning him, leaning into his word, getting to know him, and the desires of my heart is changing. So me now, I'm excited. I'm somebody's missing ribs. I actually do want a husband. I do want to save myself for marriage. God has a funny way of doing things, because I feel like me being a lesbian preserved me, but not me realizing that I was being preserved. If you caught it, then you caught it. I'm not gonna get too in depth with that, but this is where I'm at in my life now, and I'm glad that I could really say that I walked 23 years on this earth with the world, and figuring out myself and trying to find my way and fit in and get in where I can fit in. And now I think that I'm honestly walking with the Lord. I'm on the other side. I've picked a new side. I like this new side. I like the new side. I like the peace. I like the community. I like the way it feels. It just feels so different than what I once knew. An example of that would definitely even just be the music. I feel like in the world, the music in the world tells you to act a fool, be a bad girl, take his money, get whatever you can out of a guy. And that's what the world tells you. And then I'm pulling myself out of the world, listening to gospel music. And now I just feel so more at peace. I feel so more whole. I can actually think for myself and compartmentalize my own thoughts, right? And not have to listen to lyrics to do the explaining for me of how I feel. No, okay, I could think for myself. This is how I feel. And I just feel different walking with God. It feels truly different. People, again, they don't understand and they don't get it. And I have gotten some nasty comments via social media, but I'm thankful that I've been in my word and just at a space where those things don't bother me. My platform, it is a platform, I do have a following, but I'm not here to please no one else other than God. And I pray that my platform glorifies God, right? I let it glorify the world for 23 years. I think now I'm okay with just being authentic and sharing my truth and being fun about it and showing that hey, you can be a Christian and be cool. You can still be a rock star. You can still be fly. You can still have swag. You could be all of those things and still be a Christian. We dope. We dope girls. We fly. We smart. We educated. Those things you can still be. You can still have your edgy personality. God still made you cool, right? And you don't have to be a particular way to be a Christian. I think that we don't see a lot of my generation, the Gen Zers, walking with God. I think that everybody talks about God, but I don't think we really walk the walk for real. I'm thankful that I have been able to experience the world, to know what's out there, to know what's on the other side, whereas now I feel like I picked my side. I'm excited about this side. I'm excited to be on this side and continue to walk with God. I'm going to keep sharing my journey and taking it one day at a time, and just honestly being truthful to myself and not hiding me because I care about what others are gonna say. The reality is this, and it is that your story is your story, and you should fall in love with your journey and every part of it because it's yours. You only get to live it once, and I think that I could finally say I'm living that. I'm living that, and I'm here for every bit of what God is doing or what he is about to do at this next season of my life, for sure. I think we've reached the end of this video. Comment if you guys want a part 2. Maybe we could do a part 2 to this video, or subscribe. I had a couple of cool ideas in the vault of things that I want to do. YouTube always was my digital diary, and I want to get back to doing that, giving y'all daily entries. Make sure you subscribe up, and this won't be the last, this won't be the second, this won't be the third or the fourth. You guys will be seeing me more, and I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the tea, because that's all it was. Just a little tea, little update for y'all. I love y'all. See you guys in the next video. Bye.